In this video, we'll be looking at the strongest hero in the entirety of Comic Republic by far, and his feats speak for themselves. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Comic Republic is a fictional world created by J.D. Martins, with its very first book, The Might of Guardian Prime, published in Lagos on June 2013. Let's look at the first character published by the Comic Republic and by far its strongest hero. We'll be ranking his feats from the least significant to the most significant. In the very first issue, we see Guardian Prime rescue a woman and her baby from a burning building, flying them to a hospital in minutes. This shows his durability and versatility, as well as his speed in reacting to sudden events. A few pages later, we see him catch a public transportation bus that fell off a bridge in mere seconds. Since I have done the research, average bus weighs about 5,511.557 pounds, or about 2,500 kg. Including the force of gravity acting on the object, the amount of force required to pull the bus back to safety from its descent would be 25,000 newtons. That's the amount of force required to lift 51 bags of cement for my Nigerian viewers. But honestly, that's just a list of what Guardian Prime can do. Moving on to the next book, we see Guardian Prime lift up a plane. Yeah, a fully loaded, occupied plane, crashing into the ocean. Not only is he strong enough to lift a plane, but he lifted a plane that was halfway sunken into the ocean. Not even Homelander could pull this off. This feat alone puts him at city level range of strength, although he is much stronger than that. Enough about his strength and flight ability though, let's talk about his combat prowess. We see Guardian Prime go toe-to-toe with super-powered humans, demigods, and even gods later in the story. Although his fights are more about who can punch harder, he did show quite a bit of skill in his fight against Union Guard. Union Guard is basically another human related to Guardian Prime who is powered by mnemonic energy, which is basically artificial juju in the Comic Republic universe. The speed of Guardian Prime is also incredible, as it is almost light speed. Throughout the course of the story, we see Guardian Prime flying from one country to another in minutes. But the most impressive feats he has comes from The Might of Guardian Prime Book 3 that was published in September 2013. In this issue, we see Guardian Prime lifting an asteroid the size of a city and flying it into the sun, which is a continental level feat, by the way. But still, that's not the most impressive part. In the midst of this ordeal, he remembers that some debris from the asteroid must have fallen to the earth, and he begins flying back from the sun to the earth. We later found out that this journey took him.
Oh my god.
The reason why this is incredible is that it takes light, the fastest thing in the universe, 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to the earth, and we have Guardian Prime performing the same feat with just a 5-minute gap. The distance between the sun and the earth is approximately 151.92 million kilometers, and he was able to cover this distance in 13 minutes. Although there is a clear distinction between acceleration speed and reaction speed in the Comic Republic, it is still an impressive feat. Acceleration speed is the speed you are able to attain as you continue to move, while reaction speed is the speed you can attain from a standstill. So he was able to attain this near light speed as he was accelerating and moving through space. He is also incredibly durable, as we have seen him tank everything, from alien laser blasts, missiles, bombs, brute force attacks, and so much more. He is also able to share his indestructibility with others, as we see in Guardian Prime Genesis, where he was in a spacecraft that was crashing and shared his powers with the people on board to help them survive the crash that would have otherwise killed them all. The most impressive feat and the most mind-blowing feat of Guardian Prime comes from the moment where he unleashes his full power against an alien invasion. In the book 4 of The Might of Guardian Prime, we see him going beyond his limits, believing in himself and destroying the mothership of an alien army fleet, almost the size of the moon. Guardian Prime was able to completely vaporize this extremely large celestial body, along with all the other alien ships that were around it, by burning brighter than a blue star and releasing enough energy to wipe them all out in a single attack. This feat is by far his most impressive and most remarkable. I do hope he does something even more incredible than this in the future. Although this was not an effortless feat, it doesn't change the fact that this is a planet-level feat. So the question, how strong is the Comic Republic's strongest hero, can be answered with the sentence, strong enough to destroy the whole world.